Hi, Facebook. This is Chaya Garcia, a relationship therapist for before and during marriage. And what I wanted to share really quick while I'm waiting for someone to finish their groceries so I can park is that I often hear from my clients and from people in general that they're lonely. And, the majority of the women that I work with are waiting to get married. And so loneliness is something that comes up pretty frequently. It's like a pretty common topic, naturally. And so what most people, especially single women, think is that when they get married, they're not going to be lonely anymore. And that loneliness is going to go away. But that's just not true. Just because you're married to someone and you're living with someone doesn't mean you are less lonely. The only way we really feel, just to jump on that. Sorry, I'm also waiting to park. There are people who can be in a room with so many people, and still feel lonely. And so it's sort of the same concept. If you're with a bunch of people and you're still feeling alone or sad, it's the same thing that if you're married, either to the wrong person or to the right person, but you haven't learned how to nurture yourself, then it doesn't necessarily go away. Loneliness comes from a neglect of our own need, when we have needs and we don't know how to fulfill them. And so, one of the things that I often ask my clients to do is to ask themselves what they need. Because if we don't get used to understanding who we are, what our needs are, and how to fulfill them, then there's no way that we can fulfill our needs and actually make ourselves feel happy. And there for sure is no way that we don't even know how to make ourselves happy, that we can't communicate that with other people. And what makes a relationship function and what makes a relationship healthy is when we know who we are so deeply that we know what our needs are and how to communicate them. And we can say, this is what we need. Can you please do X, Y, and Z? But if we don't even know ourselves to communicate that to someone else, then it creates a lot of friction in a relationship because we feel neglected, we feel lonely. When in reality, that loneliness is coming from us, not from necessarily another person. So what I want to leave you with this, because I'm already parked, thank God, is that if you think that being married is going to stop you from being lonely, you're wrong. If you don't know how to make yourself happy now, there's sure as heck not anything going to change that you don't know how to make yourself happy when you're married. Don't give yourself a delusion that when you're in a relationship, that when you have love, that when you're living with someone, that when someone's committed to you, that's going to bring you joy. Because it's just a different dynamic. There's just different challenges. And yes, there's a component of companionship that is beautiful, but still within that companionship, there needs to be an open communication of who needs what and when and how. And when we don't know ourselves enough to be honest with what we need and to be vulnerable in our needs, then it's very difficult to surrender to our partner and have that need be met. So to everyone, whether you're married or single or happy or just looking for something extra in life, just know that loneliness doesn't go away when you're with someone if you aren't with yourself as well. To be honest with yourself, to love yourself, to feel your vulnerability, and to remember to always ask yourself, what do I need? If I'm not happy, what do I need? If I'm sad, what do I need? If I want something, do I need to talk to someone? Do I need to be alone right now? Do I need to eat? Do I need to sleep? Do I need to journal? Do I just need to give myself attention? Do I need, connection? Learn to find out ways to make yourself happy so that not only you know yourself deeply, but that you show yourself love, and that love is what attracts other people into your life. That love that you give yourself is what, brings other people into your life that's attracted to that type of healthy love. And when you hurt yourself, you're only attracting other people to hurt you. So don't think that being hard on yourself is a way to grow and to get better, because in actuality, if you hurt yourself, you're willing and able and only going to accept someone to hurt you as well, because that's the behavior that's familiar. And familiarity is extremely comforting to us on a psychological level, both consciously and unconsciously. So if we're familiar with people being hard on ourselves or being critical of us, and we accept that, then that's such a type of relationship that will continue. However, if we are kind to ourselves and never criticize ourselves or work really hard to catch ourselves, then we won't accept that from other people, and we'll really even want someone to mirror that. The only people that will be attractive to us are the ones that mirror that love that we show ourselves, because that is what is in sync, and that is the magnetic force that feels that it's unified and connected with us. So to everyone, to hold on to their love, to know that loneliness doesn't go away just because you're married. Find out ways to make yourself happy now. Find out ways to make yourself happy even if you're married, because the only way you can be happy with your partner is if you're happy with yourself. May you have an amazing Chanukah Sameach. Peace.